feels like we need to cue a drum roll here because for the first time ever, we're using spiced rum. Okay, it's not the first time, but it's really the first time that spiced rum has been the highlight of a cocktail that I've shared here. I don't want to say that I hate spiced rum. I know that's kind of a default for a lot of people into rum, but my journey into rum, there wasn't like a light bulb moment, but when I was younger, in my 20s, I despised rum, I think because all I knew about it was Bacardi and Captain Morgan, and I always hated Captain Morgan. Now today I might change my mind. I think if you knew how to work with it, maybe that's a different thing, but spiced rum altogether is just not something I have a lot of experience using because of my aversion to Captain Morgan. Now in the world of spiced rum, there doesn't seem to be any original cocktails, not well-known original cocktails. Most recipes are like a Mai Tai with spiced rum, or a Pina Colada with spiced rum, or Coca-Cola with spiced rum. Really, all just riffs on classics, but there's one cocktail that gets recognition and respect. It's probably the most popular modern spiced rum cocktail, and it's the Cable Car, which happens to be a riff on the Sidecar. The drink was created in San Francisco at the Starlight Room by Tony Abu-Ganim. In a syndicated print interview highlighting the release of his new book in 2010, Tony shared that the Cable Car is the most well-known cocktail, and it follows the basic recipe that was given to us in the mid-1800s from a drink called the Brandy Crusta, which is basically a base spirit, orange liqueur, and citrus. Changing the brandy to gin gave us the White Lady, changing it to cognac gave us the Sidecar, and changing to tequila gave us a margarita. Changing it to a citrus vodka gave us the Cosmopolitan, and changing it to spice rum gave us the Cable Car. The Starlight Room was located at the Sir Francis Drake Hotel, and it was called the Bar Between the Stars and the Cable Cars. Originally and authentically, the drink is to be made with Captain Morgan spiced rum. I just so happen to be all out of Captain Morgan, and I'm using the Chairmain spiced rum instead. So we're going to build this in a cocktail shaker, starting with 1 ounce of lemon juice, half an ounce of a rich simple syrup, 3/4 ounces of Cointreau, 1.5 ounces of our spiced rum, then I'm going to take a chilled V-shaped martini glass, yes, V-shaped, and I'm going to put lemon on the outside of the rim here, and now I will rim the glass with a mixture of sugar and cinnamon. All right, let's try a Cable Car. Cheers. Not gonna lie, I absolutely love that. That is so delicious. It's very simplistic. It's lemon juice, Cointreau, cinnamon, and rum. And the cinnamon coming from the garnish, the sugar cinnamon rim, but also coming from the spice rum. And obviously the spice rum you use is gonna play a difference there. I've not done an exhaustive review of spice rums. In fact, if you want to see an exhaustive review of spice rums, you can check out Arminder at the Rum Revival. He went through a bunch of them, and then he invited me over for a sort of cocktail showdown. I still hold a grudge against him for forcing me into doing that. But what I did learn from that is that there are plenty of good, tasty spice rums out there. You can make your own. There's a spice rum recipe in the Smuggler's Cove book. You can find the Chairman's one. This is the first time I think I've really used it. I've used the Bounty before, but not the Chairman's. It's not too sweet. It's just the right amount of lemon juice and Cointreau, and obviously, like, if you don't like this spec, you can always adjust that for less sugar, more rum, whatever it is. The recipe does call for an orange spiral garnish. I think just expressing an orange peel over the top and using it as a garnish would help even more. Just bring this up a little bit more of that brightness. All in all, it's really good. I've had it before a long time ago. I knew it would be good. It kind of, I think it is respected in the cocktail world. but it's also made of spice rum, so people kind of look down upon it, but you gotta try it because it is truly delicious. So that's it for this one, the Cable Car. I don't know if it's technically a Robert Simonson Modern Classics, I didn't check, but kind of a modern classic in a sense, and definitely, I think the most well-liked of the somewhat original or riffs using spice rum. So if you haven't tried it, you should try it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like below, consider subscribing. If you want to support this channel more, go check out my Patreon page, and otherwise I'll see you on the next one.